All right, let's try to knock this one out. School of Lock. I've speaking of crossed out things, I think ever since I started NIKKE and I like looked into the archive and saw this specific like image, I've always wondered in the back of my mind what the hell is going on here. Because like this does not look sane. And the fact that NIKKE Ray is just smiling in the front is like even more off-putting, you know? Oh boy, here we go. Okay, everyone. We're gonna be taking a group photo for Class P. Oh my gosh, look at him! Look at that little penguin! In case you didn't know, chat, whenever Ray gets into her shooting pose, they put the jiggle physics on her penguin. It's very funny. It's our turn? About time. I was starting to get bored with all the waiting. Everyone, stand up straight and look at the camera. The entire Class P from MMR Vocational School gathers in front of the camera. Oh, what? It's MMR Vocational School? Hello? That doesn't mean... That only means good things. I knew they were schoolgirls. I don't think I've ever caught the MMR part. Ah, jeez. Zoe places a ladder in front of Ray. I think I've only ever paid attention to like vocational school. I never caught the MMR at smack dab at the beginning. You can stand on this if you want, Ray. Awesome, thanks. Ray stands up on the ladder. Wow, I can see a lot better now. All right, everyone, I'm gonna take a photo now. Excuse me, miss, but could you maybe lighten up a bit? Oh, sorry. You okay, Miss Marcianna? You're not nervous, are you? Do you want some chocolate? No, I'm okay. Sorry for holding everyone up. Let's do it again. Okay, on 3, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. My eyes. Oh. The students return to their dorms, leaving the classroom eerily silent. One evening, inside the dark classroom. Oh. The sounds of someone typing fill the air. Words flash on the computer monitor. To our beloved commander. Hello, Commander. As we approach the end of the semester, we would like to invite the Commander to act as the test examiner for the final exams organized by MMR Vocational School. We hope you'll accept our invitation and take this opportunity to witness the glorious achievements of the students at this academic institution. I don't want to go back to school, chat. My brain is not the brain that I used to get through my education. Sincerely, MMR Vocational School. Will this be enough? I hope he comes. He has to. Welcome back. I don't want to be welcomed back. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Okay. Okay. The guitar, though. Report card. The moment when one's long-time efforts finally bear fruit is always exciting. I like how they put some effort into the NPCs versus them all looking like the generic brown hair. This is such a Dangan reference. It's just so off-putting. Like, it's so off-putting. What is this? Student badge. A badge that proves one's identity as a student. Vice versa, one who doesn't own this is no longer a student. You can just throw Asuka. Double the teachers. She's a professional cheerleader. Oh, what? Really? Not me thinking that she was cheering. She was cheering for the school. Wait, what did she cheer for? Who did she cheer for? Mustang? Actually, though? Hold on. Where was she? She was a 2? Rewind. A cheerleading squad specialized in bringing energy to sports events and celebrations aboard the Ark. They aspire for their spirited cheers to reverberate throughout the Ark, believing in the transformative power of support. Interesting. So they're just like on-call cheerleaders for anything and everything. I love that. Good for them. Good for them. An invitation from the MMR Vocational School? Yes. MMR Vocational School. Is it the NIKKE training school? Sponsored by MMR? That's the one. You knew? Then I assume you also know Siwon is the direct... Oh. That doesn't surprise me, but also low-key does. That, like, she's directly in charge of it versus, like, she doesn't have somebody else in charge of it for her. Oh my god. Is the director of the school. It might be a bit awkward going to a school where Siwon is in charge. Anise picks up the invitation. Still, they're asking you to be an invigilator. I don't think it'd hurt to check it out. Right. They've recognized your talent. Why else would they invite you to take up such a prestigious position? What's not to like? Exactly. I mean, is this before or after Rapi kicked her? Because, like... is she still upset about that? This is a prime opportunity to gloat at the students. You can go over and brag about how many operations you've conducted up on the surface. The G in is pronounced more like a J invigilator? I don't think that's what examiners do. If you're intended to act as an examiner, it's important that you know what the test will comprise. What's there to know? It's just a regular exam like any other. Probably on theory or physical education. You know, stuff like that. This isn't your ordinary run-of-the-mill school. There's been a dearth of information regarding what kind of tests are being done in there. Come to think of it, you're right. I don't know the first thing about their curriculum. No one does, actually. Oh, that sounds nice. I guess you're right. And there aren't many graduates from that place either. What did Marciannnaaaa say last time? Something about they were sending a few people there to whip them into shape and become a second Matisse squad? Oh, interesting. So thank you for the hydrate. Have you heard anything to that effect, Rapi? Nothing definitive. But I also heard that a few graduates from the school had been picked to form the next flagship squad for Marciannnaaaa. Oh my gosh, they basically have their own K-pop training program. I haven't heard of any other graduates going to different companies. Must be one heck of a tough place to graduate from. The exam must be brutal. Maybe they've only got an hour to memorize all of the ARC's jurisprudence material. What the heck? Ugh. That'd be the worst. How could you possibly memorize all that crap? Not everyone is NIKKE. Ooh, or maybe they try and see who can unleash their firepower the fastest. Since it's a NIKKE-based school, I would assume they all know how to handle firearms. Maybe they test how quickly they can complete a conducted simulation. Darn, now I'm more curious than ever. Commander, given that available information is scant, we're unsure what your tenure there will entail. Are you still planning on going? I've been invited, so I feel obligated to attend. Understood. The security management there is quite strict, so we won't be able to go there with you. Come back safe. Don't forget to bring back some souvenirs. From a school, Neon? What do you want, a textbook? Neon, it's a school, not a tourist attraction. You never know. They might have something. I'll see you all later. Be careful, Commander. Neon's like, but like, what if they have like cool, I don't know, the gel pins with like the 5 different colors. On the date stipulated on the invitation, I head towards the MMR vocational school. The moment I pass through the rather garish main gate, you're finally here. I see you've used your right foot to cross over the threshold. Students in black robes start rushing out from inside the school. Oh my gosh, is this really happening? To think that such a famous personality would visit our school. This must be a sign from the gods that we'll do well on the exam. Come again? Our faith has paid us dividends. A great being has appeared before us. A holy messenger prophesizing the end of the exam. Oh my gosh, they're they're at their wits' end. I ask the congregation, do you believe? Oh yes, I believe. Oh my gosh. Congregation? I thought this was a school. Feeling that I have accidentally stumbled into the wrong place, I check the plaque on the school gate again. MMR Vocational School. I'm definitely at the right place. No doubt about that. Do you believe that our exams will be a rapturous success? I believe. Do you believe in nobility? I believe. Oh my gosh. Imagine this as like a freaking like a Baptist, like Southern Baptist style church. And she's like stomping her foot. Just like going to town on it. Like, hello. The group is drawing the attention of a passerby in its vicinity. I should really get going. You can feel the hands in the air. Literally, that's exactly it. Oh my goodness, it's you. Out of the blue, someone embraces me from behind. Hi, teacher. Has she always carried this huge... Is this her weapon? I feel like I've hardly ever... The only times I've seen Tia in the story, she's been in her like alternate skin. So I haven't actually seen her a lot in her uniform. So I've never seen her carry around this big as heck case. Is this like a dragon on it? Hello? That's crazy. Boy, am I happy to see you. Teacher. The dragon has a name? Does it really? What's the dragon's names? Wait. Oh! I never noticed! Ah! Yes, no, I see it, I see it, I see it. Before you even explained, I was like, wait a minute, I see it. Oh, I love that. TIAAA. How did Tia ID the dragon immediately? Because it's a cool as hell dragon. What do you mean? It's actually you. I told you he was here. It just sounded so unbelievable. I wasn't sure whether to trust you. At any rate, what brings you here, teacher? We're in the middle of exams right now. So, nobody will have much spare time to spend with you. Unless you're here to see one of the faculty? I was invited as an examiner. An examiner? You? You're kidding. Should I not be here? This is crazy. I think, yeah, this is like my first time like properly meeting them. Besides like just the random cameos I've seen of them. No, it's not that. It's just unexpected. Totally unexpected. What do you mean? Commander? Hey, Marcianna. Marcianna runs up. So this is where you were. Look at her nervous face. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Everything's a bit more chaotic than usual around here, thanks to the exams. As soon as Marcianna walks up, there's a noticeable buzz amongst the crowd surrounding us. It feels like we're getting quite a lot of attention. That we are. I don't think this is a very ideal place for a conversation. Here, let me take you to one of the meeting rooms. Sounds good. Aw, you're leaving already? I wanted to spend more time with you. He needs to work, Tia. We can hang out once we're done with our exams. Fine, I guess. See you later, teacher. Bye-bye. Bye, Miss Marcianna. Naga and Tia leave. Here, follow me. Okay. I follow Marcianna into the meeting room. Phew. I'm sorry. I should have met you in front ahead of time. It's just that the campus gets into a bit of a frenzy before the exams, so it was hard to find you. It's okay. Thank you for understanding. I assume you received the invitation I sent you? I did. I believe I've been invited in the capacity of an examiner. Correct. You will be staying here for 5 days, during which you will be serving as an examiner during the end of semester evaluation. The exams are divided into 2 major parts. First, the written exam, which will assess whether they have the mental capacity to assist their commander while on the field. What? Then there's the practical exam, which determines how well they fare against raptures in a combat environment. I feel like Marcianna carried my team for like a solid minute. I don't think very long, but she definitely was like my main burst 2 for like a while, even without privacy. You will be monitoring and supervising the students to ensure they don't engage in any misconduct during the written exams. For the practical exam, you will be accompanying them as sort of a simulated commander. Oh. To assess whether they have what it takes to become an active duty NIKKE. When do the exams begin? The written exam starts tomorrow and runs from 9 in the morning until 6 in the evening. The practical exam will take place the following day. After both portions are completed, there will be a graduation ceremony / celebratory event. Neither of these are mandatory. You're free to skip the graduation ceremony and return to your accommodation. Those, in a nutshell, are your primary responsibilities as an examiner. Do you have any questions? Is there anything I need to have prepared before tomorrow? No. You're free to enjoy the on-campus accommodation that we'll be providing you, and take this time to have a good rest. Of course, you may also socialize with the students if you wish. However, as you saw earlier, things are a bit chaotic at the moment. I personally recommend you take a breather and remain inside your accommodation for today. And it would be wise of you to assume that certain students you are familiar with will not be acting like their usual selves. What do you mean? I'm sure you will end up running into them on your way to the dorm. You'll be able to see for yourself. Very well. Allow me to show you to your room. What does she mean by that? Just as Marcianna predicted, right after we enter the corridor leading to the dorms... Teacher! Well, is that the sound of her footsteps? Ray rushes over to us.
I've been wondering about something.
What is it?
Why do we need to do exams?
Huh? Orioni, shut the hell up.
NIKKEs should be able to hold their own against raptures. So I get the point of the practical exam. But what's the deal with the written exam? I've asked Naru's a bunch of times, but I still don't get it.
Is that the name of her penguin? Does her penguin have a name? Both theoretical and practical knowledge will help you fight raptures more efficiently. Correct. Each Naru is numbered? Really?
That's not true. I know a lot of NIKKEs that are dumb as rocks, but are super strong.
Hello, Ray. Who are you calling out right now? For example?
There are plenty.
There actually are a couple of NIKKEs that come to mind. Not our hero and villain. No, I know it's the commander thinking it, which is why it hurts double so. I thought that we were gonna think of Neon or something. Why is Matisse catching strays right now?
So, can I sit out the written exam? Naru's is all I need. I think it's okay, even if I fail the written exam.
No.
Why not?
I'm strong. That may be true, but you need your mind to be strong as well.
But I'm already a senior.
Are you actually? Exactly. So there's still time left for you to improve.
But why?
Because it's a student's duty to constantly improve.
What's duty?
Something you must do. You see? You don't even know the word duty. I was thinking that, but I wasn't gonna call her out on it, Marcianna. Unless you improve, you'll end up becoming a foolish NIKKE who can't understand basic commands or debriefings.
Oh
no! Is that what you want? This face is so good.
No, can understand debriefings just fine.
I know you can, but if you neglect your studies, you'll end up falling behind and being considered as a stupid NIKKE.
I'm not stupid. Why are you so mean? Oh no, you made the baby cry. Stop it, her facial expressions are so good.
Okay, Miss Senior. Ray runs off. This is gonna be a long 5 days. This is just the beginning. Let's continue. Okay. Oh, man. The commotion continues as we make our way to my room. Teacher, you stepped on the line. Huh? You stepped on the center line of the hallway. When exams are in session, you should only walk on the right side. That way, you'll have good luck. I see. So, trust me. Stick to the right side and avoid the middle line. Zoe mumbles to herself as she walks by with a textbook in her arms. Zoe keeps asking others not to step on the line. Teach! What are you doing here? I've been invited to be an examiner. Really? So, any chance you give me some of the answers later? Ein. What's the vibration? Everyone gets a bit loopy, don't you think? Ray lobbing questions at you? Zoe telling you to walk on the right? They always act like this whenever it's close to exams. What are you doing? Ein, you're still shaking your leg whenever you're anxious. Oh no, she's just like me. What are you talking about? I feel fine.
Oh no.
Ein continues to shake one of her legs. Anyway, I'm leaving. This is your fault, Miss Marcianna. You keep saying weird stuff at us. Ein, who can't stop shaking her legs. I'm gonna pass. A paper flower petal falls onto the ground. I'm gonna fail. Oh no. I'll pass. I'll fail. I'll pass. I'll fail. No, the last petal. One student is trying to ascertain her fortune by plucking the petals off an origami flower. In order to do well on the exam, I need to run. I need to run towards victory. A gaggle of students sprint maniacally around the field. It feels as if the entire campus is home to a giant collection of eccentricities and anomalies. Why is everyone acting so strangely? The final exams make everyone nervous. They're desperate and willing to try anything to get a passing mark. Sounds intense. It is. Exams are always intimidating. Anyway, don't worry. Once the written exam is over, most students will calm down. I see. Marcianna stops in front of a building. Here we are. This is where your room is. You rest here for today. Thanks for showing me the way. No problem. See you tomorrow, Commander. Marcianna leaves. Watching the hustle and bustle of the highly strung students has sapped me of any energy I had. I decide to head inside and take a quick nap. Is this my room? Fancy looking. This is not good. Maybe my earlier nap is to blame, but I've been tossing and turning all night, completely unable to fall asleep. In an attempt to tire myself out, I decided to take a short walk outside.
Uh-oh.
An eerie silence has fallen over the entire campus at night. Did everyone return to their dorms to prepare for the exam? Kinda creepy. The moment I turn around to go back. Oh gosh. Ether brings her hands over to my mouth. I was gonna say, the last time we were in this creepy as hell hallway, I think was whenever we had to deal with her and Trony and Eleg's escape.
And here she is again.
It's her favorite hallway. It's Mom, stop, no. I still see her as like the scary aunt.
Whoa now, easy there. I didn't scare you, did I?
Ether, what are you doing here?
What do you think? Have you forgotten where I'm from?
Ether raises her MMR identification badge.
This place is affiliated with our research institute, so it's hardly surprising that I'd be here. Besides, the final exams are tomorrow.
Are you here as an examiner too?
No. Only commanders can be examiners, so that counts me out. I'm one of the people creating the exam questions.
No kidding.
Why are you so surprised? Everything in this facility is overseen by MMR. Everything from the curriculum to the extracurricular activities.
But then what role do the teachers serve?
What else? They teach. It's just done according to the curriculum set by MMR.
Is that all they do?
How would I know what they do in their personal time? Anyway, I can see there's still a teacher and student burning the midnight oil.
Where? I look over to where Ether is pointing. Oh, Sway. Having trouble sleeping again?
Yeah, Miss Marcianna. I haven't gotten a wink all night. I see. You're probably wondering why I'm like this. After all, it's not like this is my first rodeo with exams. The written exam is just...
We're too far away, so I can't make out their conversation.
I obviously know all that, but I can't stop feeling anxious all the same. It's so stupid. You're not stupid. A written exam is still an exam. It's perfectly reasonable to be nervous. Honestly, Miss Marcianna, you don't have to waste time cheering me up. Everyone here knows that the written exams are a walk in the park. Everyone knows that, but they still get nervous, act strangely, but we pray that we do well. It helps keep our spirits up. At one time, it all seemed so silly to me. But before I knew it, I found myself doing the same thing. When I see myself engaging in such nonsense, I feel so pathetic. You're not pathetic. No one would ever think of that about you. Thanks. I'm sorry. I'm just being childish. I better head back. Let's go together. I'll walk you back to your dorm. Marcianna and Zwei leave. Even at this hour, Marcianna is still working hard. I told her she should ease up. Maybe it's because she was created to occupy the role of teacher.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just that her sheer diligence is something you don't see in too many people nowadays. Anyway, you should follow her lead and head back inside to get some shut-eye.
But
I'll see you around, number 7. Have fun being an examiner.
Ether waves and takes her leave. With an inexplicable uneasiness in my heart, I return to my accommodation.
Next day.
The morning of the written exam, I have been assigned to supervise Class P.
Hey, teacher.
Are you gonna be monitoring us during the exam?
At least it's someone familiar.
Don't be nervous. Everything will be okay. Who said I was nervous? I know it'll be fine.
Probably.
Quiet down, everyone. Everyone, turn on your tablets and prepare for the exam. Zwei neatly places her pen to the right.
Why am I so nervous all of a sudden?
No!
Naru, what should I do? What's going on? I'm freaking out. Her face just makes this album better. Oh man, hooray.
Just wrapped up Eva Part 1, got Asuka on my third full, and ended off with the triple SSR. Let's go! Whoa. Excuse me? The penguin dogs?
It's because you didn't eat any chocolate. I knew it. Eating chocolate helps calm your nerves.
Naru one holds out a chocolate.
Delicious.
It's kind of creepy. I just thought that they were like, I should stop being surprised by how many random robotic things in this game talk. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. The first section will be on the subject of command. Begin. The penguins are the brain? Stop! A tense silence falls over the classroom as the students quietly look at the questions displayed on their tablets and work through them. Like, it's one of those things where earlier how she said, what exactly did she say? She was like, why do I need, like, Why do I even need to like be here? Like I'm strong and I have Naru. Now that statement is making even more sense. Because at first I was like, oh, I guess like the penguins are like there for tactical, I don't know, computery things, you know, surveillance and that kind of things. No, the penguin literally can give her advice. The penguin can literally talk to her strategically about things. There are students who haven't studied and are nervous wrecks. Those who have studied plenty and are nevertheless just as nervous. And students who haven't studied one bit. All of Ray's skills are named after the Narus, implying they do all the work. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hello. A while later. Oh no. Ooh. That concludes the exam. Everyone, press the submit button on your tablets. At long last, the written exam, which has been the cause of so much anxiety for the students, has come to an end. Let's go. The hard part's over, right? Surely? Ha 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 ha. I need to look up Ray's skills after this. You've done a good job supervising them in the written exam. Next up, we have the practical exam. As I mentioned previously, you'll be participating as a sort of simulated commander. Where do I need to go? The surface. Ma'am, that doesn't sound like a simulation. Come again? You will be proceeding to the surface. And what will I be doing there? The only thing you can do up on the surface. You will be engaging with raptures. That doesn't sound like a simulation, Marcianna. You're kidding. There's no need to worry. A few members of our faculty will be your escort. But I'm going to be engaging with actual raptures? Well, it's not as if there are any fake raptures on the surface, are there? What if something unexpected happens? What if there are more raptures than we anticipated? Then they will have to adapt and overcome. Just like numerous NIKKEs have done before them. If they cannot do that, then they will die. What kind of screwed up exam is this? Commander, our exams are meant to serve a practical purpose. Therefore, you must evaluate the students as if they were active duty NIKKEs. And you were their commander, participating in an actual reclamation mission on the surface. But they're only students. That's right. They are. But they are also NIKKEs. This is what they were created for. This school was created to see if it was possible to enhance NIKKE's battlefield acumen through higher education. Students here learn how to become better NIKKEs and how to use the specialized equipment granted by MMR more effectively. Regular testing administered throughout the semester helps them hone these skills, which they then learn how to apply in practical situations. With the final exam, all of their accomplishments must be both showcased and put to the test. It is for that reason that we choose to hold the exam up on the surface. But even so, surely you can see that these methods are cruel and unusual, You make the students sound like test subjects? Ooh, man. Oh my gosh. That's exactly what they are if they're in the MMR. You're right. It is cruel. But this time will be different. They will not be proceeding to the surface. And why is that? Just this once, we will be holding the exam in the school's training room. We have received many requests from interested parties wishing to spectate. Therefore, we are making an exception and changing the locale indoors so that an audience will be able to observe the students' performances. Hello? What the heck is going on? They're having a freaking... what's it called? The school sports festival? In My Hero? So this is all just to please an audience? I presume that means next year it will once again be held on the surface? Correct. This is a one-time exception. Is there no way to prevent the exam from being held on the surface in the subsequent years? No, none. The curriculum is determined by MMR. We are powerless to change it. At least for the time being. Oh. And are you okay with all this? Do you really feel it's acceptable to have the students take this kind of exam? No. There is much about this school that I disapprove of. More than you can possibly imagine. I suppose almost everything here. She says she doesn't like a single thing about this place. I've spoken enough. Let's go. I will introduce you to the students who will be joining you. My class P. Hey, teacher. Are you gonna be our commander? You're gonna be in our squad? Everyone, please be quiet and return to your seats. Yes, miss. Ein, Zwei, and Ray all sit in their seats. Oh, wait. Where is Tercera? Oh! They have another? Not sure. Haven't seen her since the written exam. There's another member of the squad? This is like me finding out that there's another member of the bunny squad. Has anyone else seen her? No. She seemed really depressed after the written exam. So I gave her a chocolate. Looks like it didn't work. She's not here. Maybe she was depressed because she felt she bombed the exam. She's been stressing a whole lot about whether she'd do well or not. I see. We'll pass on all the relevant information to her. Right now, I think she wants to be left alone. Very well. Then let's begin. As I'm sure you've gathered by now, Commander, will not only be your examiner, but your acting commander during the practical portion of the exam as well. Wow! I knew it. I was stoked at the thought of having Teach come along. I didn't think it would actually happen. Commander, you will be taking on the role of commanding officer for a total of 4 students, including Tercera, a third-year student from Class P who isn't present right now. Okay, I'll do my best. It is worth noting that this year's exam will not take place on the surface, but in the school's training room. We're not going to the surface?
Not this time, no. Phew, that's awesome. Don't get too complacent. Don't forget that although the exam will not be held on the surface, the danger is still very real. If you find yourself in a sticky situation, no one will lend assistance. So, just like every other exam you've partaken in before this, make sure you are well prepared. Understood.
Got it. I'm good at making preparations.
Noted. I'll see you all at the designated time. Marcianna leaves the classroom. Not Ray getting Mike Wazowski'd by Ein's funnels. You okay, Teach? You haven't said anything for a while. Are you nervous? How are you all so calm? You never know what might happen during the exam.
What of it?
We're used to it by now. This isn't the first time we've done an exam after all. Plus, this time we're not even going up to the surface. It's way easier. So don't be too nervous, Teach. This is easy peasy for us. Totally. I never expected someone famous like you to be our commander. Usually it's someone who hasn't had any experience whatsoever. Yeah, more often than not, it's someone who hasn't even been up to the surface before. Wait a minute! What? They send them off with a newbie commander that's never actually has any command experience up to the surface? Like, hello? Why is that? The more competent the commander, the harder it is to assess the student's unique abilities. If the commander is exceptional, it's difficult to tell whether the students are doing well, or if it's a matter of the commander leading them exceptionally well. Therefore, they mostly assign newcomers who have just become commanders, or those who haven't amounted to much. There's also a fair chance of the commanders perishing during the exam. Yeah, I was literally thinking that. I was like, wait a minute, then like how would they survive? They don't. That answers my question. Why would an accomplished commander put themselves in danger like that? This begs the question, does someone at the school have a grudge against you or something? Oh no. I wish I knew.
Either way, I'm happy that you're here. It's great that we'll be taking the exam together.
I'm happy that you're here too, Teach. Same.
Don't you worry about a thing, teacher. I've got this in the bag. I'm a senior, so I've done this plenty of times before. All you need to do is just trust me.
You mean trust the penguins?
Naruz and I will protect you.
Much appreciated. They said there was a low graduation rate for a reason. No, yeah.
These guys are done for.
I caught that. And my first assumption was that like they died some way or another. But TBH, it didn't really come to mind
Right away. Reloading.
that their exam would be like on the surface and like that would be the reason that they died. Low key, my like thought process was
We're going back to see the festival now.
if they get like below a certain score or something,
Festival.
Missilis like shut them down, or like however way you would like power down a NIKKE. That's like not death, you know, which probably kind of sounds worse, not gonna lie.
Okay, so they have to do this every year, like every grade year. So then if you're a senior, oh man, that's so sad. That's why like the class sizes would get like smaller and smaller. Wait, so then that would mean like 4, not even 4. That would mean like they would lose a commander every year. I don't understand what's happening here. I don't understand the logic here. Like, you're sending out, because okay, it's one thing if you're sending out these NIKKEs as like cannon fodder, but then to also be willing to lose multiple commanders every year with however many squads you send out, like, what? To be fair, 99% of commanders graduate, go up to the surface, and die with their squads immediately. Yeah, but like,
Do it right away.
that's when they're fully like fledged commanders, you know? So like this sounds like
Was it right?
they're
Reloading.
still, like this low-key seems like a commander final exam, you know? They're literally throwing away as much as mass-produced units are.
I should start preparing. For
Apparently.
The next class.
Like, I know the commander casualty rate is like high, but it's the fact that like, this is getting me tilted. This is getting me tilted like in light of like what we've learned in campaign with the Outer Rim people also being treated as like non-humans. Like, this is just going into that logic of there is a very, very, very small amount percentage within the arc that they actually deem like worthy of survival, because they don't care about the NIKKEs, they don't care about the Outer Rim people, they don't care about their commanders. Like, the list of people that they actually bother caring about surviving is just like smaller and smaller. Oh my gosh. Arc bad? What? Turns out the Arc isn't very pro-humanity. Who knew? No, exactly. Like, I'm just like, every single new bit of information that I'm getting, I'm like, y'all don't give a damn about humanity. Y'all don't care about anybody except for like your most elite of elite people. Like, I don't understand. The next day, I head to the school's training room for the practical exam. Is everyone here? Teacher, Tercera isn't here yet. Really? Still? To be fair, I doubt that the average citizen has much say in what the CG does. But like, here's the problem, right? Is that we've seen that like orphanages exist in the arc. They don't care about the orphans. We've seen that there are like more like poor people in the arc with the whole chip, like I forgot what they're called, sovereigns and non-sovereign people. Like, they could care a little, like they could care less for like non-sovereigns. It's one of those things where like, even amongst like the average population, the amount that they actually pay attention to is just like smaller and smaller, and just like, what? Who are you actually protecting, if anybody? Like, it's like only really like, it sounds like you only really care for like CG high top brass, and then they're like affiliated family, you know? Really? Still? She wasn't at the dorm, so I thought she had come here early. Apparently not. Was she at the dorms yesterday?
Yeah. When I went to her room yesterday, she was asleep under the blanket. I told her that the exam location had changed. I even left her a note and sent her a blah message.
Did you actually see her face? Or just a shape under the blanket?
Huh? I guess I didn't. Why?
Oh no! She went AWOL! Tercera! Is Tercera opting out? What happens if you don't take the exam? You get a 0. And you don't get a chance to take it again. What does that mean, Marcianna? What does getting a 0 mean? What does getting a 0 mean, Marcianna? What is that? The fire alarm? Fire alarm. There's a fire inside the school. All individuals inside the school, please evacuate and proceed outside. Why'd they stop talking? Correction. All students, please wait in the examination rooms. Once again, I repeat. Fire alarm. There's a fire inside the school. All students, please wait in the examination rooms. Those two statements literally don't make any sense. The standard procedure is to evacuate in the event of a fire. The unexpected change in venue for the exam. This fire, could it be? Guess the exams are still going forward.
What about Tercera? Is she still outside?
At this rate, Tercera might not even be able to participate in the exam. But if that happens, she'll... Don't worry. I'll go and bring her. I still think letting them get killed in a test is better than actually relying on them to get something done and then they die. What the hell? But like, here's the thing. This whole thing is like under the assumption that, at least this is like what I'm getting at, or this is what I'm getting out of this, is that they are going to become combat NIKKEs, Matisse 2.0, etc., etc. I feel like there's literally so many other uses that like NIKKEs could do, that like if you kill so many that like aren't up to combat like quality because they can't fight on the surface, that's again like a waste of resources. You know? They could do other things that aren't like combat facing. I meant the commanders. Hey yo, man. What? What? That's even worse. You're like, you know, there's not much a commander can do anyway. If they can't even do this one thing and then they fail at it. No. Oh no. We'll come with you. One should try to keep the commanders alive so they can learn and get better. That's yeah, I'm if we've I don't understand. I don't understand the logic in how is it that you can brainwash a whole commander military academy of like, y'all are better than the NIKKEs, which is why you should be able to command them and blah blah blah. But then you also don't give 2 nickels whether they survive past their first like mission and are like competent enough to like command. Like the logic there is it doesn't, it's like, I don't even know if it's gaslighting at its finest, you know? Like, what? No. You all have to remain here and take the exam. But don't forget, this exam is the real deal. It's too late to turn back. But we can't let you go out there alone. Commander, take care of them for me, will you? If I don't come back, be sure to take them into the examination room when it's time. You're going alone? Yes, I'll be back. Marcianna runs outside. Prove that commanders can do more. They literally created the academy because of that. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. You have like statistics that show that commanders can do so much more. Yeah, like they're basically just more cannon fodder and meat shields. Like, I feel like, yes, a lot of the commanders have been pretty crap. And it's like, it's because you're not actually modeling your programs and teachings after like the best commanders you've ever had. Because like Legendary Commander and Johan seem to both care for their NIKKEs and stuff. And like you're doing it, at least it sounds like you're teaching the exact opposite
Of what they did. Like, I don't understand.
Teacher, I can't believe it. She's actually going alone. Teacher, I'm sorry, but can you follow after her? I don't care what she says. It's dangerous for her to go out there on her own. You all stay here. I'll be back. Thank you. Are you all going to be okay?
Yeah, don't worry about us. I'll try to persuade the school officials to let us take the exam last.
Hello? Ray?
We'll stall for time until you and Marcianna get back. I'm good at this sort of thing.
You mean the penguins are? Is that you, Ray? You're like a totally different person. Yeah, what's gotten into you? I thought for sure you'd be throwing a temper tantrum right about now. I almost can't believe what I'm hearing.
I've told you all before, I'm a senior. You're all a grade below me, so maybe you don't get it.
Ray's the oldest one here? She's passed more exams than they have?
But this is my 3rd year here, and I've got to step up and be smart about this. Miss Marcianna told me so. Teacher, I'll lend you Naru 3.
Ray hands over Naru 3.
He'll help you find where Miss Marcianna and Tercera are. Bring them back. Okay?
I will. The Naru's pass more exams. No, like I think that's what gets me the most is that like I don't know whether to trust half the things she says, not because I don't believe she can't do it, because I'm literally just like, is it you doing it or is it the penguins? Who is the real brains of this operation here?
Good. We'll be waiting for you. Be safe.
Naru 3 leads me outside. Looking around, thankfully, only one building is on fire. As I pass the burning building and reach a massive storage container located at the furthest corner of the school, I spot Marcianna in the distance. Marcianna!
Commander, what are you doing here?
We'll find Tercera faster if we work together. I'm starting to wonder if Tercera is even alive anymore. Ray and the others said they would buy us some time until Tercera arrives.
Oh, so they chose to stay. Then we don't have any time to waste. Let's go.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
There is a place that comes to mind. Especially since she is the one who started this fire.
Tercera? Girly pop, what?
Tercera started the fire?
I believe so, yes. She may have done it to put a stop to the exam and have all the students evacuated.
She would have set the school on fire just for that?
You heard it yourself during the fire alarm. Normally, the students would all have been forced to move to the evacuation site. But since the exam location has been changed this year, and many people have come to watch the performance, the exams have to go on.
Why would she do such a thing?
If I'm reading this right, she probably didn't want her friends to get implicated in what else she's about to do. She is planning to do far worse things than merely setting a single building on fire. So, if I were to guess, she's probably hiding out in the place that she's always hated most.
And where would that be?
Where the elevator to the surface is located. The one which the students take up to the surface for the exam.
Hello? Marcianna pushes the button to the door to open the door.
Let's go.
Once the door opens, a mass-produced NIKKE is revealed to be standing in front of the elevator.
Oh no, is Tercera a mass-produced NIKKE?
There are no NIKKEs present who are wearing any school uniforms. It doesn't look like there are any students here, unless she's wearing a disguise. Oh, yep,
Tercera, why are you disguised as a mass-produced NIKKE?
Oh.
No one recognized me the entire way over here. I thought I might just get away with it, but you saw through it right away. Let's go. Where? You know where. You still have to do the practical exam. We don't have much time. We need to hurry. You may not be aware of this, but the exam is being held in one of the training rooms. If we run, we can still make it in time. No wonder. Usually, there'd at least be a few students here. I was wondering why it was so empty. It's not too late. Your squad mates are waiting for you. Teacher, I should tell you something. I failed the written exam. The written exam is not important. I know. The score doesn't matter. It's just a failsafe. It is available just for the top 3 students when they fail the practical exam. Interesting. Okay. If you already knew that, then why? There's a lot of things that I know. I know what happens to us if we fail. The school always tells us that we can have a chance to begin anew, but they never told us exactly what that meant.
What are you talking about?
It appears the examiner is as in the dark as I used to be. Not surprising, considering you're not part of the school.
Have you not noticed? During the exams, everyone acts unlike themselves. Didn't you find that strange? We ourselves were unsure as to why we acted so different once exams came rolling around. We began believing in superstitions. Started looking over our shoulders. Tercera, if we fail the exam, we're reset. Reset. It doesn't matter which year you're in. Everything is erased, and you start from the beginning. A clean slate. Like you start over in some kind of like perpetual school purgatory? Your friends, teachers, every last memory is expunged, and you start off as a freshman once again. Oh my God! Stop, that's crazy. No. I know about the mind wipe part. Like, I get that part. It was the school part that I was like, stop. You keep them in here? Naturally, if your fellow students were to see a familiar face after you've been reset, it could cause a mind switch. Okay? So after each reset, they alter our appearance. Oh! What is this? It doesn't end there. Even if our classmates are reset, they're still technically alive. They're returned to us once again. We could seek solace in that fact. We could be kind to those who came back, bask in their presence and have fun together. But there's a limit to the amount of resets you can have. Oh my God, it just keeps going! Once you've undergone 3 resets, you're taken to the research lab, and you never come back. Do you know what that means? Tercera, stop. We become test subjects. Stop it. I wonder if those were some of the test subjects from Ether's Bond story. Our years of higher education make us superior guinea pigs. We're imprisoned in their lab, neither truly alive nor dead. We're either forced to take experimental medications that could treat infectious— oh my God, it really is! It's literally who Ether had! Could treat infectious surface-based diseases or test the body of new NIKKEs for them. We're used as lab rats until we eventually die. We just extended their pain. Well, no, I remember from Ether's Bond story, it was like they would stop the experiments of like hers, but I remember saying like, okay, but like what about all the other floors? Because she just said that each floor had like a different like test focus. So even if you stopped hers, how many floors are this building? But no, that's crazy because you get reset having like an alternate personality, like appearance, and then you get sent to like the hell lab, which honestly doesn't quite— I don't quite understand that in terms of like, I thought part of the NIKKE power compatibility thing was like how they saw themselves, like their mental state and like how they see themselves, and like that's why it's so important that like they have like a good visual of like essentially like their self-identity. If you like alter their appearance after getting like reset, doesn't that kind of like screw them from like the start? Marcianna, is this true? You erase self-identity though? No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, isn't self-identity a part of like, there's like multiple things that like are a part of the formula of how strong a NIKKE's potential could be, you know? But isn't that like a part of it, kind of? So like, I'm confused as to the moment you do that, you're kind of already like shooting them in the foot. I've already failed the written exam. Practical exams have never been my strong suit. I always choke. Passing the written exam was always my ace in the hole. But now, I don't even have that meager assurance. How could I possibly subject myself to the practical exam now? No matter how hard I try, I'll fail. I'll never be able to perform better than the other students. You'll never know unless you try. Why are you giving up before you've even taken the exam? Because this is my last chance. If I fail this time, I'll be sent to the research lab. Oh no, she knows she's on her third try? Isn't that right? That's all just speculation. Don't lie. The faculty knows. How many times we can be reset. How we end up in the research lab if one gets reset too many times. All of it. Does Marcianna know like which reset number they're on? That's why you feel bad for us. You know that if I mess up here, it's the end of the line for me. That's why I'm not going. I don't want to languish in a hellish laboratory for the rest of my life. I prefer a clean, quick death. That's why I'm going to detonate this elevator, and me along with it. Stop. Tercera takes out a small remote. Now, get out of here. Just because I want to die doesn't mean I want to take either of you with me. I just want to live in peace, in a place where exams don't exist. Holy crap. The like growing mental image I'm having with the ARC's elevators is so grim. Like, what the freaking ARC elevators stand for symbolically is just so grim. From like Goddess Fall to EH to now. Like, these elevators don't seem to symbolize freedom, like, whatsoever. I'm sorry, Miss Marcianna. You've always been in my corner, but I just can't take it anymore. I guess in some twisted way it could symbolize freedom, but like, not in the nice way. There's nothing you can do to help me now. So please, just let me go. Go help someone who has more of a chance. I don't want to live in fear anymore. Ugh. Marcianna clenches her fist. Are you gonna let this happen? If you're not willing to accept it, then don't. What? If you want to save her, then save her. Isn't that why you're here? You're right. I'm not here just to be a spectator. Tercera, I won't stand for this. What? You heard me. Have you said everything you wanted to say? Marcianna unholsters her weapon. Marcianna? Now it's my turn. Who did she just shoot? Marcianna! Wait, no, she didn't. Did she actually? I thought freaking Private Squad was the only ones who could do that. Is this like a secret reason for why faculty exists? Because that would be wild. Marcianna hits Tercera in the hand. Ow! What the hell? Tercera drops the remote she was holding. Miss Marcianna! You've expounded on what you think a teacher should do. Well, being a teacher is my job. Now it's my turn to tell you what I think a teacher's role should be. Oh, I love that. A job and a role. When a student has started down the wrong path. Oh! Marcianna pulls back the hammer. You tell them so and help them course correct. Marcianna fires into the elevator's ceiling. For a second, I thought she shot the other hand, and I was like, Marcianna, enough! She gets it! A strange electrical buzzing sound can be heard from above. Oh my gosh. Followed by the sound of something breaking inside the elevator. My explosives! What are you doing? It's my responsibility to guide you back on the right path and help you lead a long and fulfilling life. You think robbing me of my final salvation will accomplish that? Do you want me to become a pincushion for MMR? Salvation. You call using a bomb to kill yourself salvation. It's not. If I let you do that, it'd be an unforgivable dereliction of my duty. You're right about a few things. As a teacher at the school, my hands are tied. I can't take the exam on behalf of students, nor can I erase my own memories on behalf of the students who are about to go through a reset. I lack the power and authority to be responsible for so many students. All I can do is teach students according to the curriculum provided by others, support them in their darkest hour, and most painfully, watch. That is the role MMR has given me. But then, what role do the teachers serve? What else? They teach. It's just done according to the curriculum set by MMR. Is that all they do? How would I know what they do in their personal time? Marcianna. This is what a teacher should be. Yes, that's how it is for most people. At least not for me. To be a teacher is to shoulder a heavy responsibility. You ask if your life will be over if you're reset again. I'm telling it won't. You seem to be convinced that you'll fail this exam. I'm not convinced. I don't think you'll fail. Even if you have to take more exams, you won't be going to the research lab. You will eventually pass the exam, receive your diploma, and leave this place with your head held high. I will make that happen. Even if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. You ask me to give up on you. I can't do that. You are my student. No teacher could ever do such a thing. I can't protect all the students, but if I have a chance to reach out to someone and protect them, I will do so. That is my sacred duty that I have willingly taken on as a teacher. I'm not going to give up, and neither should you. Choose life, Tercera. Nothing is over. Not the exam, and not your life. I just had like a quick thought as she was having this like really, really good speech. And that was, man, I wonder what a Marcianna New Year's skin would have been like in the kimonos that they were all wearing. Nothing. Marcianna reaches out her hand to Tercera. So come back with me.
I can't. I already set the school on fire. I brought the explosives here, and I'm already far too late for the exam.
You were just overstressed.
What?
You were petrified about the exam. You lit a candle to pray for success and accidentally started a fire. Those are my commander skills at work, ladies and gentlemen. My commander skill, specifically commander of the counters right there. That is the commander of the counter squad. Professionals at BS, gaslighting, and trolling. That's not bad. Now that you've got a solid alibi, there's no reason not to take the exam.
But
Marcianna holds onto Tercera's hand, the one that you didn't shoot.
let's go.
Take notes so you don't repeat your Costco blunders. Stop! I do take notes from this game.
Your squad mates are waiting.
I take multiple notes from this game.
Watch me closely, teacher.
Oh man. So from Tercera's point of view, she's like, you can only get 3 tries. But from how Marcianna's making it sound like, she doesn't care how many tries it takes. Like, she'll make sure that you graduate. Which could potentially be more than 3 question mark? Also, can I just say as like a side note,
Glad this battle ended safely.
I low-key love that I'm pretty sure Tercera translates to like 3 or like 3rd or something. So the fact that she's talking about how you only get 3 chances and she's on her 3rd chance before she gets sent to the lab is so good. It's such good naming. Thank you for the confirmation, Lynn. I was pretty sure it was 3rd.
Hold on, is that?
I know what the rest mean, but I think they're like the German like meaning? Tercera, I'm pretty sure is Spanish. But like, again, it's just the fact that her name specifically is third, and she's on her third try. Tercera, is that you? What's with that uniform? Looks just like the real thing. Oh, this is...
Holy crap! It is you!
Hi, Ray. Are we too late for the exam? Not yet. We're going last. Once this team finishes, we can go in. Perfect. Thank you everyone for waiting.
It wasn't easy, I'll tell you that much. I really had to plead my case for wanting to go last.
Yeah, she was like a toddler throwing a tantrum. Very unbecoming of a senior, really. Hey, yo, she had to do what she had to do.
No, I didn't throw a tantrum.
Well done, Ray. A big thanks to you as well, Naru 3.
I told you I was strong. Tercera said it to me before. Once the second semester starts, let's all go get some parfait. That's okay with you, isn't it? We're starting the second semester next week.
Of course we can go.
Perfect. We can go once the exams are over.
Right. Let's do that. What's everyone standing around for? The exam is going to start soon. Everyone, make sure you've got everything that you need. That includes you, Tercera. The bombs I prepared are ruined, and I left my gun in my room. Here you go. Marcianna hands a weapon over to Tercera. How did you... I had another teacher go fetch it when I went out looking for you. I figured you might have left it behind. Oh, thank you, Miss Marcianna. Don't worry, Tercera. This exam is different than the others. This man, who has played a pivotal role in the current campaign to reclaim the surface, will be your commander.
Oh my god, me! You don't get a newbie!
I mean, I'm still kind of new,
But I'm better than the average.
and you have the finest teammates around who are unwilling to leave you behind.
Oh,
No matter how many times you slip and fall, your squad and your commander will pick you up and lead you down the path to victory. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. I understand. I'll see you soon, Miss Marcianna. Tercera grabs the gun. In the final round of the practical exam, our performance was exemplary. Zwei strategized. Ein operated her drones. Ray utilized Naru. And Tercera fired volley after volley of precision sniper hits against Rapture cores. Before we knew it, the exams were over. I'm surprised that they even let me be an examiner after all of this information. The next day, the ceremony and party begin. The faces of the students, once riddled with unbearable tension, are now adorned with radiant smiles. Everyone is relieved that the exams have come to a close. I search around for Marcianna, but cannot find her. Are you looking for someone, Teach? Marcianna, but I can't find her. Miss Marcianna? I saw her in the classroom a while ago. The classroom? Beep. I'm available at the dean's office from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on weekdays. Outside of that, I will only entertain questions. 8 p.m. is wild, Marcianna. Commander, can you come to Class P's homeroom? I'll be waiting. Oop. Eager to find answers for some lingering questions, I head over to the classroom. Outside the window, the setting sun is visible. Also, I'm still not gonna celebrate Tercera because there's still a hard mode. Marcianna stands alone by the front podium. Hey. I'm sorry my message was so brief. I'm glad you came. You look like you have a lot of questions. Ask away. I'll answer anything you want. The students told me more about the examiners. I see. One of the main criteria is never having gone to the surface. I should have never been chosen.
Oh my gosh, that's literally what I was just asking.
That's right. You shouldn't have. Not unless someone intentionally wanted to invite you. I assume that someone was you? Yes. You're right. I altered the original invitation, which was meant for someone else, and wrote your name on it instead.
Hey, yo, Marcianna!
She's had queen behavior this entire story. I wanted you to be here for the final exams. But why? Tell me, after having experienced the exams here, what was your impression? Does this place still feel like an ordinary school to you? No, it seems more like a laboratory. I think so too. Yes, the students receive an education, and in that sense, it could be argued this place resembles a school. But they are unnecessarily exposed to danger, seeing if they can make it alive. Gauging their reactions in extreme situations, and determining the usefulness of the weaponry distributed to them. Referring to pilgrim weaponry, and if we manage to create new weapons, can they be adapted for use by our current NIKKEs? It's as if we're conducting a massive experiment. This, like the brief second, I was like, oh, pilgrim weapons are like strong as hell though. And then I like thought about it and I was like, oh no, not that kind of pilgrim. Right. So, I've been thinking. People need to know about this. One day, when everything about this school is revealed, I hope that you can be a witness. Is it gonna be on Boomsday? Is it gonna be on Boomsday? We're just gonna let it all out, everything, everywhere. Let's go. Me? Yes. To the injustice of what's happening here. How the students are suffering. If I were to disappear, I need someone that could testify as to what's really going on behind closed doors here.
Marcianna, don't you speak like that!
When you say disappear, what are you insinuating? You're going to go up against the school. Not yet. I don't have enough power to fight them yet. That's why I involved you. By roping you in as an examiner, I put you at risk.
You might have been sent up to the surface. I can only apologize profusely for that.
Marcianna lowers her head.
But I don't regret anything. If it weren't for you, I might not have been able to have the courage to talk Tercera off the ledge. I wouldn't have been able to tell her that it's okay to make mistakes.
You think your lying will make up for your what? Just don't hide anything from me going forward. I want total honesty from you.
I understand. I'll be nothing but transparent with you in the future. I promise.
Okay, I believe you.
Thank you.
Just don't ever disappear on me. Promise me that. I was like, Commander, if you don't address that, you are not my commander. I want you to live up to your full potential and become the teacher that you and I both know you can be.
All right. I promise. I'll try and make sure that your faith in me won't be misplaced.
Marcianna!
I have a bad habit of looking at the pictures they give me because they give it to me, and then I always see it later in the story. Like right in the next scene, and I'm like, oh, right. After an exam, which seemed simultaneously fleeting and interminable, a new semester has begun.
Hello, everyone at MMR Vocational School.
This is MMR's Chief Researcher, Ether. Today, on behalf of the respected chairman, and as the one who single-handedly planned your curriculum, I've come to officially announce the commencement of the new semester.
Of course she did. She's the chief researcher? I also thought that. I was like, wait, I'm getting so much Ether information right now? You plan the curriculum? And you're the chief researcher? Like you're even above Mana?
I hope that you are all in high spirits.
Okay, she didn't say vocational school. She said MMR is chief researcher. Why the hell is she always talking like she's some kind of like cog in the low on the totem pole office worker? Like, ma'am, it sounds like you plan your own schedule. What?
Keep studying hard.
I feel like they should have, if it's like chief researcher, they should have maybe rephrased that because she's saying MMR's chief researcher.
Keep studying hard. And may you all go on to become great NIKKEs. That concludes our ceremony.
Explains how she can get away with her clothes.
Best of luck to you all.
We gotta see an MMR chain of command chart. You already know most of it's gonna be redacted though.
Great NIKKEs. The excitement surrounding the new semester is infectious. It is as if all that happened last semester has been forgotten.
Ein.
Good to see you again. You're looking as cute as always. Is Zwei around? She should be here soon. There's no way she could have failed the written exam. Of course I could.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the case this time around. Hey, Sway! So, the only one left is... Ray turns her head and looks at the seat beside her. Has Tercera not arrived yet?
No. Oh no, oh no.
Could she have flunked her written exam?
That can't be it. If she doesn't come, it would have been because of what happened during the practical exam.
But I thought Miss Marcianna said she would handle that. Teachers aren't omnipotent. Omnipotent.
But we were supposed to eat parfait together.
Ray's not computing this information. She does not like this new information acquired.
Oh. Tercera?
Sorry I'm late. Tercera!
It's really you.
Like you said, Ray, we promised to have parfait today.
We sure did.
A new semester has begun. Both for those remaining at the school and for those who had to leave. Oh, that's so morbid.
Ray, Zwei.
Marcianna scrolls down the attendance sheet for Class P.
Ein.
Kahi.
Tercera.
Pass. Wait, was that another name?
Uno. Any.
Oh no. Next to each student's name, she scribbles down their fate.
Fail. Reset. Tracy. Diaz.
Oh. She clutches the attendance sheet tightly.
Permanently expelled.
So that part was true. After an exam, which seemed simultaneously fleeting and interminable, in the list of names between her clenched hands, there are those she was able to protect, and those she wasn't. It is that latter half which makes her feel exceedingly helpless.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Marcianna ushers in the new semester, just as she always has. School of Lock End. Holy crap. Holy crap, what the hell? I thought we made it. I was like, oh, yay. Tercera made it, which means we're gonna have like a somewhat
We're going back to see the festival
like
now, aren't we?
bittersweet
Not a rapture
ending
festival, a
for the
regular.
main
We're going back to see
thing,
the festival now,
and then
aren't
he'll
we?
probably twist
Not a
the
rapture
knife a little.
festival, a regular festival.
He'll probably twist the knife a little during the hard mode.
Bald
Bald man didn't even make it. He didn't even wait till hard mode to twist the knife.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Ether, why are you helping me? How did I help exactly? Are you really going to play dumb with me? You don't have to give me the death stare. Relax. You're gonna give yourself stress lines. I'm not in a joking mood. Fine. Pray tell, what is it that you're not satisfied with? Everything transpired exactly as you wanted. You even saved a student who nearly failed. Number 7 was able to come to the school. So what's the problem? The school board would never have been willing to overlook Tercera's act of arson. Not when it occurred during the exam, with all those additional spectators around. Despite that, me, the commander, and Tercera didn't get so much as a slap on the wrist. What's your game here? Nothing so insidious as you seem to think. A student who wasn't thinking straight accidentally caused a fire. These things happen when people are under a lot of stress. Stop screwing with me. What are you so mad about? I'm only trying to resolve the issue. I'm not a petty person. Is it because I come here more often than the other researchers? Perhaps that's why you're so cagey around me. I know what you told Tercera. What? There's a limit to the resets. After the 3rd time, you're sent to the research lab. Isn't that what you told her? What of it? She was a student who had a question. Am I not duty-bound as a researcher to answer? How can you say that? Whoa now, calm down. What did I do wrong? Besides, it's all over now. Isn't that enough? This incident will boost her confidence in the practical exams to follow. In fact, I think she'll be able to graduate without any issues. I fail to see the problem here. The students aren't your playthings. Please. I'm nothing if not sincere. I'm merely attempting to run the school as MMR sees fit. They want to know whether NIKKEs can be taught to be exemplary. Can the curriculum we create have a meaningful impact on their performance? My role here is to observe, nothing more. The results never lie. We've made some modifications, and there has been an undeniable increase in the number of graduates. In fact, let's see how many we had this year. NAGA, TIAAA, quite a few. That's no justification for what you're doing here. I never pegged you as someone so driven by their emotions. Please, try to think about this rationally. Marcianna, those students, all the teachers, yourself included, and even researchers like myself, are just NIKKEs. Do you think I designed this exam this way because I derive pleasure from torturing the students? We may not be friends, but I'm not your enemy either. So try and not make it so obvious. If you go walking around with a face like a slapped ass, everyone will find out. I know what you're up to. You want to expose what's going on here to everyone in the Ark. Ugh. If you end up attracting the attention of the higher-ups, then we're all finished, including your precious students. And the salvation you wished will also be ruined.
everything will end. Despite all of that, you still helped me. Why? What kind of question is that? I'm a researcher. NIKKEs are my subject of interest, and you're a NIKKE. I already told you. I wanted to see your potential.
Holy crap, the deja vu I'm getting from which was it? It wasn't D-Arc Hero. She had this exact same conversation at the end of D-Arc Hero, talking about how she wanted to see the potential between Ether between Eleg and Trony, and then also like in herself in a way.
You were created expressly to be a teacher. I wanted to see how far you would go to protect your students. Yes, I'm a NIKKE.
I love all the MMR vocational school stories. They hit different. This is my first one. This is my first one unlocking the Pandora's box of the school arc.
A NIKKE designed to be a teacher. I will fulfill those expectations accordingly. One day, I will break this place wide open and expose all of you. I will liberate this school and everyone in it. Very well. I'm looking forward to your performance.
Not you calling it a performance either. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I love that. It was messed up, obviously. But like, I loved seeing not just my first like interaction with like the schoolgirls, but Marcianna, and just how Marcianna functions and what she is like fighting for and stands by as a teacher. Like that was pretty crazy. I love how she reminds me so much of Eleg and Trony, and that she's another NIKKE who, there are battles being had on the surface, right? We see it all the time in campaign, how there are NIKKEs that are always battling on the surface, always like their issue or their main priority is like things, I guess, larger scale. But then there's all these like smaller battles being had within the arc, and how there are NIKKEs and people that are like fighting to like break the whole thing down, expose it all. It's all garbage. Like, oh, Marcianna's such a good teacher. Lots of NIKKEs fighting their own personal battles to break the arc. Literally. Still has to fail students to maintain her cover. Final exam strategy. Preordained Ruche exclusive designer. All right, I forgot about that. All right, that should be everyone. Memorize hand signals in the spare time. What's this group for? Not another bizarre group chat. Oh, come on, it's totally normal. I spoke with Ray, and she said it'd be a shame if we parted from Teach so soon. Also, I had a few questions that I wanted to ask, so I created this group. Hello? Hello? Is she trying to put herself as the superior? Like she's by far the best one? Like you could have just put one, but you're like, no, I have to make sure that you understand that I am the greatest. I am the greater than by times infinity. I just ran out of space to type.
Yeah, I've got lots of questions too.
Teach, is there any chance you could tell us what questions will be in this test? Come on, you know that's not gonna happen.
I know, but I really want to know.
I don't know what any of the test questions will be.
You don't?
Nope. Not even one? Not even one.
What?
Darn. Talk about dashed hopes. I thought I could at least get a hint or something, but apparently not. What are your test questions usually about? Battle formations, how to cope in high-stress environments, other combat-related knowledge. There's also art history, law, math, science, humanities, some general knowledge questions. What, in the SAT? Wow, you're amazing, Zway. That's quite a laundry list of topics. Then what do you think the questions would be about this time? Something from the textbook, I'd imagine. One day Ray will be overspec'd. You know what would be crazy? If it's not, what's their name? Natsu? If the penguins got the overspec. No way. That much is obvious enough. If you know so much about the test, about what's gonna be on the test, then why don't you go take action? Naru. That's the one. Like, Naru is the one who gets all of the upgrades. Instead of wasting time spouting nonsense in here, go start studying. Just remember to put all your pencils and erasers to the right. To the right of what? I'm turning off notifications for this group. See you at the exam, teacher.
Zway? Jeez, she actually stopped answering. She really beat a swift retreat. But how come?
She doesn't really like talking about things like this.
I have a question. How come Zway studies so hard?
Could it be...
What? Could it be what?
Oh boy, here we go again. I'm gonna turn off notifications as well. See you at the exam, teach. Just did Eva in chapter 35 story. Whoa! Oh my god. You did new things.
Huh? Now Ein's leaving? Why isn't anyone replying? Teacher?
I'll also turn off notifications until after the exam. That was so rude. Damn. Poor Ray. But I hoped. How did everyone do on the exam?
Terrible.
You've really given up, haven't you?
Give up? What are you talking about?
Nothing. You're just so adorable, that's all.
What about you, Zway?
Me? Same as usual. Oh. Does that mean you did well? Hard to say. I'll take that as a yes. I never said that.
How was it invigilating the exam, teacher? Did you see how hard I was working? Did I nail it?
The funniest part was when you were struggling to stay awake. You had a hard time staying awake?
I did not. I was still able to hand in my exam paper.
Are we supposed to think that's impressive?
That's not true.
Naru said it was a solid 7 minutes before I nodded off. Uh-huh. So take that. Well, regardless, thank you for your hard work, everyone.
Thank you, teacher.
Thanks. Not sure if that really applies to me, but thanks anyway, Teach. Wait, she said I didn't work hard for nothing.
Marciana and Tercera.
Everyone related to the practical exam is here now. What, may I ask, is this group chat for? Just a place for people who are attending the same exam to chat? Hey, Marciana. No, did we not greet Tercera? Oh, is the commander here as well? Yep. Tercera, on the other hand, is pretty inactive. She hasn't checked her blah in ages. Leave her be. Maybe she just wants to be alone for the time being. Okay. She'll come tomorrow anyway. Hopefully. I just checked on her. I think she's sleeping in her room. I'll let her know when she wakes up. Okay, great. Okie dokie. How is everyone's preparation for the practical exam coming along? Huh? I think inviting Miss Marciana into this group may have been a mistake. Fine. Haven't I told you before? Practical exams must be treated like actual battle exercises. I'll start preparing right away. I'll also turn off notifications. I'm gonna get ready too. See you at the exam. You're doing your best to prepare too, right, Commander? On my way to prepare right now. You all are being a bit too casual about this.
We're just carefree people.
So, are you all set, Ray?
Yep.
Naru 1, 2, and 3 are all here. Tools for first aid?
Huh?
Weapons for emergency response? All settled?
I'll go get them ready straight away.
Fine. I'll see you all at the exam. Attention, everyone. Our beloved Ray has arranged it so that we'll be doing the practical exam last. So, no pressure, guys.
It wasn't that big of a deal. You don't have to blow it out of proportion.
Isn't this amazing? I can't stop laughing. I never thought begging and crying would actually work.
Don't call it begging. Call it strategy.
That might be a bit of a stretch. At any rate, Ray managed to get us to take the test last, so don't worry so much and just be careful, you two.
And if you're seeing this, Tercera, don't forget to come. I still remember how when we were freshmen, we promised to meet up and have cups of parfait together. Now it's gonna become a reality.
Oh. Hope today's another safe day. Aww. Hey everyone. Thanks to you, I passed the exam. Sorry for not being in touch lately. I can't thank you all enough. Congrats. I knew you could do it. But nevertheless, congratulations. Thanks. Teacher.
Teacher, we passed as well.
Then congratulations to you as well, Ray. Congratulations to everyone. What a nice and
Jovial atmosphere.
I hate to interrupt, but I just have to say that Ray is really something else. Oh boy.
Huh?
Did I do something wrong? Don't worry about it.
Huh? Anyway, now that the exam is done and we all passed, it's high time we treat ourselves to some parfait. Would you like to come, teachers?
Thanks, but I'll sit this one out. Just take Commander with you.
Why is that? You should come too, Miss Marciana.
Occasions like this are best celebrated with your fellow schoolmates.
Says who? Come on, just come with us.
Tercera told me she knows a great place.
Yeah, I prefer celebrating with my teachers.
We want to treat you to some good food. Would you please go with us?
Well, you should come. The students are really looking forward to it.
Even you, Commander? Come on, let's go.
Join us.
Yeah, join us. It'll be fun.
All right, fine. I'll come.
Yahoo!
Yippee! We'll meet you at the school gate after school. See you then. See you around. See you.
Okay, catch you all later.
Aww. Now we're gonna go get ice cream.
Like I can almost forget just how bitter of an ending that was.